Carey Grammar in Melbourne's Leafy East is now a school without any students.
We had a staff member whose partner was diagnosed with coronavirus and they were feeling unwell. That really triggered an alert for us that we may be at the case of having our community exposed. So at that point I made the call to keep staff and students home for 24 hours.
That decision was made a week ago. 2 staff members and a student have since been diagnosed with the virus. All classes are now being run online.
Students are dialing in through their internet connections from home. Several of us are uploading videos to communicate with the students, and then there's a whole lot of live chat as well.
The current plan is for the school to stay shut for at least 2 weeks. Principal Jonathan Walter is preparing for that to change at any moment.
I think there's probably going to be a new normal we will need to establish here, which may be more a combination of some online learning and perhaps some smaller numbers of students within our schools at any given time to be able to accommodate the need for that social distancing.
Well, at the moment, we don't have any evidence that children are transmitting the disease. It is possible, and it is also possible that containing children within their household would decrease that spread. We don't know the full answer to that.
The federal government says its medical advice remains that the states and territories should keep schools open.
Mass school closures would impact significantly on critical emergency service workers, on health workers, as well as exposing young people potentially to being with grandparents on a much more broader basis. So these are important considerations.
When those children are at home, there's going to be a requirement to look after them, and at least approximately 30% of healthcare workers have children of school age.
Some teachers are deeply concerned that schools are staying open. One public high school teacher in Western Australia contacted 7:30 and provided us with videos showing student bathrooms that have no soap or hand sanitizer. Some health professionals warn keeping schools open could pose a significant risk.
The pros of shutting schools are that this may increase the social isolation in the community and delay the spread of the virus, and that will enable us potentially to flatten the so-called epidemiology peak so that the burden on our healthcare services is diminished, particularly during our winter.
About a dozen private schools like Carey Grammar have shut their doors already. Many worried parents are also disregarding official advice and taking their children out of schools.
This is Jackson. Say hello.
Hello.
We have a newborn. He's just turned 11 weeks old yesterday, and we have a 5-year-old. With my eldest, he has been hospitalised just with the common cold before.
5-year-old Jackson's mother, Fontaine, pulled him out of his Hobart Public School last Tuesday.
I asked if the school implemented hand washing, and he said only after the toilet. And so then I just thought, no.
They're now doing lessons together at home.
Oh, beautiful. Do you miss school?
Yes.
Just little things like easy maths, like, adding, and I'm better with the writing and things like that. So we've just been doing a lot more things, pen and paper. We actually bought this.
Fontaine Mullins doesn't think she's overreacting, just looking after her family.
My personal opinion, is that we should now be considering shutting schools. My opinion is based on the fact that Australia is heading into winter, and there is the additional burden that's going to occur due to respiratory viruses such as influenza virus and respiratory syncytial virus, which during our winter increase the burden on our hospital beds.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
On the New South Wales mid-north coast, the Bolton children are just getting home from school.
I think my kids are safe going to school. They're healthy, and I'm confident the school's giving us up-to-date information.
Kane, Corey and Lexi are at Hunter River High School, about half an hour's bus ride away in Raymond Terrace.
The kids go to a school that are about 800-900 people, so school assemblies are no longer happening. Year meetings are happening on Thursday, I think. The school has got a Year 8 geography excursion that my daughter was involved with. That's cancelled.
Yeah, fair few people talking about it. It's not really concerning anyone at the moment. His teacher's just advising us to wash our hands with soap after using the bathroom, sneeze into our elbow.
Not that much concerned, but concerned a little bit.
I'm not working at the moment, so if they were to shut the schools down, I'm okay with that. I know they can do a lot of remote classes. The kids all have access to their own classes online. That's fine. If you're both working, especially the younger kids, you don't have daycare, you don't have babysitters, you turn to grandparents, and they're the ones who are at most risk.
As the coronavirus crisis deepens.
Kylie says she's regularly assessing the situation and may yet decide to keep her kids home.
I do have friends that have been asking what everybody else is doing, and I think just trying to make sure they're making the right decision as well and seeing what we're all doing. The kids aren't panicking at all. I think it comes from both myself and my husband. We're not panicking. We're talking to them, we're letting them know what's going on, what could happen, but again, day to day.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 7:30's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.